Good evening. How are y'all doing? I know it's been a while since I uh, been on here, but I've been hitting the gym, really focused on my health and on my career, auditioning, going to acting school. But for those of you that are going to view my channel tonight, it's just getting started, but this is the beginning of many great things. There's so many different plethora of topics that I want to talk about tonight, but one of the main topics that I would like to talk about is the conditioning of us as men and women. And I mean conditioning from the standpoint of, uh, physical conditioning, emotional conditioning, spiritual conditioning. There's a lot of fights right now going on in the minds of many of our people. What I mean by that is health, what we eat, um, stress, um, economic issues, um, mental health. All these aspects are extremely important. There's a lot of different channels right now online that deal with different discrepancies in relationships amongst black men and black women, but I believe all that stems from physical fitness and health. Uh, and I believe that physical fitness and health is a combination of many different uh, things. I believe in you having some form of prayer life, uh, to be able to release whatever tension or anger that you have. Also being able to having mentorship, being able to talk to somebody in your life about serious topics. Um, Also having an outlet, whether it be weight training, whether it be getting massages. All these things are important and vital to your well-being. These things also make you very whole in relationships. There have been direct studies by Dr. Joel Furman, by Dr. Milton Mills, topics of concerning how food, what we eat, directly affects our health, directly affects our mental aptitude and our mental state of mind, our attitude. They did a study where they changed the nutrition in prisons, and they found out that through changing diet and nutrition, the mental capacity and thought process of the prisoners changed and made them less violent. And there's studies that are out right now that are in neighborhoods where I come from in Dallas, Texas, Oak Cliff, uh, and even studies here in Atlanta, Georgia, where I reside right now, that coming from those areas, much of the food that are put in those areas or that we eat in those areas uh, are to have a direct effect to violence. I also believe that this is true in relationships. I believe that we have a severe epidemic of obesity, overweight, unhealthiness in our community. I think it makes us a lot less compassionate. I think it makes us less understanding. And I don't believe that it makes us equipped to fit or understand each other's emotional well-being. I know last time that I did a topic, I talked about, you know, having a sense of self-ego, like the sisters walking around saying, hey, I'm 350 and I think I deserve a guy that's fit, that's muscled up, that takes care of himself, or a guy that has a big old belly that thinks that he deserves a woman who is extremely attractive and fit. I believe every problem is always started with the ability to have a level of humility and the ability to have a time where we can set aside our pride and really break ourselves down as human beings. A lot of our issues in our community, whether it be relationships, whether it be friendships, whether it be just being able to communicate wholly, is the ability to see oneself. If you don't have the ability to see yourself, you cannot improve in no area of your life. Life is a contemplation of improvement, of consistency, of compassion, of humility. I believe that this is what makes great relationships. This is what makes great people. And I said that to say this: no matter where you are as a human being, as a person, many people are very afraid to let go of things, are very embarrassed of things that have happened to them in their life. But none of us are perfect. Each one of us have had embarrassing moments in our life. But it's about how you improve from those moments. Are you going to keep complaining about your situation? Are you going to keep complaining about your weight? Or are you going to get up and do something about it? If you're broke, are you going to get up and stop complaining about being broke and go out and make some money? Where is your value? And what is your value in? See, Solomon, when Solomon came to the Most High, he didn't ask God for money. He asked him for wisdom. And through Solomon's humility and wisdom, the Most High blessed Solomon with more money than one man could possibly have. And the Most High even said that no man would be as rich as Solomon ever on the face of the planet. I know you think Jeff Bezos is the most wealthiest. No. But I say these things because we have to leave legacy. One of the main factors I see amongst our people that has a very dynamic effect on our health is the mental shackles of slavery. You know, when I first predominantly went vegan, I'm still about 3% meat, but I eat 97% mostly vegan. Our people associated that with eating white. And you know, I laughed at first, you know, and I joked about it. But then I got very serious and I thought to myself, wait a minute. This is not funny. Because the very ideal that putting the proper nutrition in your body is associated with Caucasian people. Excuse me. It's a very deep psychological mental illness that, brothers and sisters, we have to get over. And no matter who you are, you have to get over that too. One of the crazy things that I thought about it is having an understanding of the landmass and where we come from. See, understanding culture and having the ability to be able to understand your identity and where you come from puts things in perspective as far as, how can I say this? As far as understanding the foods that you ate and the things that were proper nutrition from the landmass that you came from. And most of us don't understand that our diets consisted before we came to America, or we was brought over here to America, consisted of ancient grains, tons of fruits and vegetables, which made us very strong, made us very healthy, and kept us very youthful and young. Not only in body, but in mind and in spirit. So, Watching for the things that you put in your body is like medicine. But associating a form or way of eating with an identity of people is just crazy. We got to stop it. We have to really stop it. And we have to be able to see our errors in our own ways. And I'm only telling you this because it's something that I'm passionate about, because I care about you. I care about your well-being. And I know many of you out there are struggling with diet, you're struggling with exercise, which whether or not you know is directly tied to your mental illness. It's tied to you being irritable. It's tied to how you deal in personal relationships. Because you're not happy with yourself. You're not happy with the way you look. And psychologically, this has an effect. So brothers, I don't want you walking around with beer bellies and amassing this fake level of confidence. Sisters, I don't want you walking around like Big Bertha, walking around with this fake level of confidence. Because at the end of the day, you know when you go home and you're not amassing the attention that you think you deserve, or you barely can walk up a flight of stairs, or you barely can move, you know that's not right. You know nobody's checking for you, whether you be male or female. And your insecurity only deepens. You see? Life is full of mistakes. Life is full of problems. Life is full of failure. But just as your body have to be conditioned, your mind must be conditioned. And the only way that we condition our mind is putting forth the proper nutrition, proper foods within our body. Also, dealing with your stress, you gotta go get massages. It controls the blood level, the cortisol levels. It reduces inflammation, keeps the joints flexible. For all you brothers out there that think you too macho, I'll get a massage for you. They don't come more macho than me. They don't come more alpha than me. So if you have that low of a mindset that you believe that you can't get a massage because it makes you less of a man, then you're crazy. And you're missing out on significant health benefits from that. So I just thought I'd get on here and talk to you guys and just give you a little bit of information. Hopefully this will help somebody. Hopefully this will make somebody's day better. And maybe this will be the start of somebody going to the gym. Somebody starting going and getting massages. There's a lot of sick people out there. There's a lot of people that's dealing with disease. And you're hiding it. Come out of that shell. Let nobody make you feel that you're lesser than anybody, because you're not. The Most High made you with a spirit to overcome anything in your life, a conscience. You have the ability. Thank y'all for taking the time to just look at this. Hopefully these could be words of encouragement. I'll be going more into things about nutrition, exercise, and massage, and also from a relationship aspect. About how to deal personally and interpersonally with people. Because these are aspects that, we really need. I'm tired of all the simping on the internet. I'm tired of brothers lying to women. I'm tired of women lying to men. When will we sit and be honest about the way we look, what we eat, and how we deal with each other from a spiritual aspect? When will there be honesty? Or will we continue a generation of unhealthiness in every form of fashion? My name is Foy, and I thank you for taking the time to look at me, and I hope you come back and see me again. Have a good one.